Steven Spielberg's latest film is not what you think. While Disclosure Day seems like another UFO movie, it is actually secretly about the Church of Scientology. Spielberg hasn't mentioned this, but the parallels are impossible to ignore. Both deal with aliens, religion, and ascending to a higher level of consciousness. Let's take a deeper look at Disclosure Day to uncover what Spielberg is really telling us. By the end of this video, you will see exactly why this film is just Scientology repackaged. In Disclosure Day, a secret government corporation named Wardex is hiding aliens to steal their technology. After a cybersecurity expert and a meteorologist are visited by these beings, they discover the aliens aren't there to harm them, but to help them. The two join forces to expose the truth about Wardex and reveal the existence of aliens. Now you may be thinking, how in the world is this about the Church of Scientology? At first glance, it seems like just another UFO movie that we have seen millions of times. But when you actually pull back the layers of this movie, how they present the alien encounters, and how they help humanity ascend, you start to see Scientology's influence all over this movie. The movie instantly shows you this with how they choose to depict the encounters with aliens. The way they frame these visitations is not like what is seen in most other movies. They aren't trying to abduct people for experiments. They're trying to wake them up to help them transcend. It all starts when out of nowhere, a meteorologist named Margaret is visited by a bird. This wasn't just a regular bird. It was an alien sent to wake her up. Throughout the movie, these beings always appear as different animals. They choose to come in this form to seem non-threatening to humans. When Margaret sees the bird, it immediately activates psychic abilities she didn't remember having. The reason this happened is because when she was a child, she was abducted by these beings and was taught how to unlock this ability. This part comes directly from the concept of Scientology called reaching the state of clear. Scientology is way too complicated to break down, but pretty much, they think people are some sort of mixture between cosmic aliens and ancient gods they call Thethans. They believe that over billions of years, these beings became trapped in bodies and lost their superhuman abilities due to trauma, memory loss, and other reasons. The whole point of becoming a Scientologist is to use a special technique called auditing to unlock those suppressed memories in order to activate your godlike power. This is what they call OT, or operating Thethan, and it is exactly what is shown in this scene with Margaret. When Margaret sees the bird, it triggers suppressed memories and unlocks her supernatural abilities. She instantly discovers she can speak multiple languages, including a language that only the aliens can speak. She also develops the power of psychic empathy, which allows her to communicate with people emotionally. In this scene, the bird helped Margaret achieve OT. It acted as the auditing technique that helped her remember what she really was, which allowed her to unlock her superhuman abilities. Scientology similarly claims its higher level courses unlock a range of psychic abilities like telepathy and moving the soul outside the physical body. We can spot more similarities between this film and Scientology when we see how they present the world. In the movie, society is at the brink of a total collapse, global conflicts are at an all-time high, everyone is divided, and greed has completely taken over. The movie essentially paints society's modern system as the critical issue blocking humanity from unlocking their true power, ascending, and achieving world peace. This is very similar to what the Scientologists believe. Scientology views the physical world as a solidified trap. The longer a spirit stays attached to physical matter, the more it loses its natural godlike powers and forgets its true spiritual identity. They see the physical world as a lower, cruder level of existence compared to the pure spiritual universe that you gain access to when you become OT. In Scientology, the world itself is the problem, preventing people from unlocking their higher spiritual selves. This is very similar to how the movie portrays humanity as having a dormant higher spiritual capacity that has been buried by centuries of conflict. But real quick, I need to interrupt this video because I just released a new important Patreon video you don't want to miss. In this video, I investigate some of the most horrific cases in Hollywood and the music industry and reveal the sides of those stories the mainstream media won't touch. So if you're one of my members, make sure to check this video out immediately. If you're not a member, what are you waiting for? Join the movement and help me spread the truth. For just $3, not only are you further supporting the channel, but you also get access to over 65 videos you can't find anywhere else. If you want to join, the link would be pinned in the comments or in the description. Now, let's get back to the video. Another part of the movie that mirrors what Scientologists believe is the use of special technology to unlock suppressed memories. In one scene, the cybersecurity expert Daniel steals a piece of extraterrestrial hardware. In the film's climax, he and Margaret utilize this technology to unlock and revisit repressed childhood memories of the moment they were first chosen by the entities. This unlocks the final piece needed to translate the alien language and broadcast their message to wake up humanity. In the movie, Daniel cannot reach full spiritual or intellectual clarity without using the physical alien device. Scientology relies entirely on a physical device, the e-meter, as a vital spiritual technology to help individuals measure and guide their path to enlightenment. The alien device in the film is used specifically to look backward, allowing the characters to pull repressed memories into their conscious minds to understand their true purpose. In Scientology auditing, the primary goal of the technology is to help the individual remember and clear traumatic, deeply buried memories from both their current lifetime and past lives. Both narratives assume that human beings have already been touched or altered by the cosmic unknown, but have forgotten it. In both cases, a technical apparatus is required to bypass the human brain's natural defenses, unlock those memories, and restore a state of higher awareness. But the most direct comparison I found between the movie and Scientology was the underlining message of the film. In the movie, humanity has to wake up by using this alien technology and essentially merge their consciousness with the beings to ascend cosmically. This is what is shown in the movie when Margaret remembers her past encounters with the beings. When they chose her, they imprinted themselves onto her and they became one with her. This is how she's able to speak their language and can understand them. The entire movie is basically about the aliens using Margaret to provide humanity with a mathematical language and framework to evolve and essentially become one with the aliens. She is being used to remind humans they're more than what they think they are. Just like Scientology, the movie presents the idea that people are not just flesh and bones, but eternal spirits that need to connect to everything in the universe. The end goal in Scientology is to remember you're not a human, that you are actually trapped in this human body. To escape, you need to remember your past, overcome your trauma, and transcend spiritually. The movie doesn't seem to hide its religious influence. We see that by the way every alien encounter is depicted. Every time they come in contact with these beings, they purposely make it seem spiritual and almost religious. In this movie, the aliens are the literal saviors. They are the ones who provide humanity with the way to salvation. And that is exactly what we see in Scientology. You can even see the connection between the two in the main villains of the movie, the Wardex Corporation. In the film, Wardex is not just a greedy company. They are a massive, oppressive authority that is actively suppressing the truth. They know that if humanity interacts with the aliens, people will wake up and ascend. So Wardex uses their immense power to hide the aliens, hoard their technology for themselves, and trap humanity in a cycle of conflict and ignorance. They act as the ultimate suppressive force, keeping the world asleep. This directly mirrors Scientology's story of Zeno. According to their highest levels of text, Zeno was a tyrannical galactic ruler who lived millions of years ago. To maintain his control, Zeno trapped billions of alien beings, brought them to Earth, and destroyed their physical forms. This extreme trauma forced their souls, the Thethans we talked about earlier, to forget who they really were and become trapped in the physical world. Just like the Wardex Corporation in the movie, Zeno is the ultimate oppressive authority who intentionally stripped these beings of their power and trapped them in a lower state of existence. Wardex hiding the aliens' truth to stop human ascension is the exact same concept as Zeno suppressing Thethans. Both the movie and the group feature a powerful corrupt antagonist whose entire goal is to prevent spiritual beings from remembering their true cosmic origins and unlocking their godlike abilities. It's hard not to see the similarities between the two when you really dissect it. As far as I know, Steven Spielberg hasn't named Scientology as an influence for the movie, and it is not known if he is in any way connected to the group. So I wonder if these similarities were completely coincidental or done purposely. I wouldn't be surprised really, because a lot of Hollywood stars seem to gravitate to the group. So who knows? It could be possible that some of the writers, or even Spielberg himself, borrowed elements from Scientology for this movie. For me, there are just way too many similarities between the movie and Scientology's teachings. The movie felt more religious and spiritual than a sci-fi UFO movie. It clearly was aiming for this spiritual angle. I want to know what you think. Did you see Disclosure Day? If so, what did you think? I personally thought the movie was a bit boring, but I'm interested in hearing what you have to say. Also, do you see the similarities between the movie and Scientology? Because to me, I can't unsee it. Let me know if you think I'm reaching in the comments. Now, what's interesting is that it's not just this movie that seems to be inspired by religious concepts. I covered a string of movies that seem to copy the same ancient religious story. In that video, I was able to trace the same plot in movies like The Matrix, Toy Story, Coraline, and even The Truman Show. Once you learn about Hollywood's favorite storyline, you won't be able to stop seeing it in every movie. So, if you want to know what all these movies are really about, watch this video right now. If you want to further support the channel, join me on Patreon. It's only $3 a month, and you get access to over 60 exclusive videos. Another way to support the channel is simply by liking and hyping this video. When you hit the hype button, you tell the algorithm this video needs to be seen by everyone. Also, make sure to subscribe so there's no way my posts get lost before they get to you. Well, that's it for this one. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.